Old man Ding Kaishan surged forward like a savage beast unleashed, his voice roaring through the air, audacious. In a flash as swift as lightning, Chu Xiu struck with brutal force. Ding Kaishan raised his gold-splitting hand with difficulty to block the blow, then bellowed in fury. Daring to injure people right before my Kaishan martial arts hall, do you hold no respect for me at all? Hall Master Ding, you've certainly gone to great lengths for that grandson of yours. Chu Xiu slowly withdrew his blade, his gaze sharp as he sized up his opponent, calculating inwardly. This Ding Kaishan has lingered in the blood condensation realm for many years, likely already at its peak. Killing him won't be easy, it will take some effort. Chu Xiu turned away calmly and walked off, his voice cold as ice as he left behind a warning. But as an outsider meddling in the Chu family's affairs, your end will not be a good one. A disciple from the martial hall asked in confusion. Hall Master Ding, what kind of technique is Chu Xiu using? Why is it so sinister and strange? If you hadn't stepped in, I might have been seriously injured. The old man frowned and thought before replying. I cannot tell, but it is certainly not from the Chu family. Its aura is dark and twisted, definitely not an orthodox martial art. Seeing this, Chieftain Ma asked curiously. Young Master Chu, why didn't you fight that old fossil? He must be 60 or 70 by now, right? His qi and blood should have long declined. You might have been able to split him in two with a single strike. Chu Xiu answered evenly. Don't underestimate Ding Kaishan. He hasn't fought life and death battles in recent years, so his qi and blood haven't deteriorated much. Besides, there were too many people at the martial hall. We wouldn't have had the advantage. I'll deal with Ding Kaishan myself later. You all head back first. I'm going to the Chu family. Chu Xing and his mother repay kindness with betrayal. I will make them pay a heavy price. The scene shifts to the Chu family's main hall, where a tense and oppressive meeting is underway. Chu Zongguang sat firmly at the head seat, exuding authority. Chu Xiu cupped his hands and reported, Father, elders, this is the situation. Our Chu family endured the Li family's suppression to establish ourselves in Tongzhou Prefecture. Selling ore to the Li family is nothing short of forgetting our roots. Hidden in a corner, unnoticed by others, the first madam and her son exchanged a sinister smile, thinking silently, fight. The more both sides suffer, the better. Hearing this, Chu Zongguang turned to the third madam and asked, Did you truly do this? She immediately put on a pitiful expression and replied earnestly, Of course not, others may doubt me, but surely you trust me, master? It's true I sold that batch of ore, but I sold it to my father. Master Chu continued, Then how did the ore end up in the Li family's hands? At that moment, the second madam spoke, My father's martial hall needed a batch of weapons. Because I am part of the Chu family, the Li family refused to forge them, so my father had no choice but to sell the ore to the Li family in exchange for their cooperation. She then produced a stack of banknotes, smiling as she continued. I would never let the Chu family suffer a loss. Here are 55,000 taels, for 52,000 caddies of ore, that's 3,000 taels above market price. I sold the ore to my father. This not only earned profit but also saved a trip to the state of Yin. Isn't that a good thing? Besides, when the Chu family first settled in Tongzhou Prefecture, my father contributed greatly. Even if there's no merit, there's at least hard work, right? Seeing the silver, Chu Zongguang thought to himself, in any case, the Chu family didn't lose out this time, and second madam is right, Ding Kaishan did help significantly back then. He accepted the money and gave a perfunctory warning. Don't think I'm unaware of your schemes. If you ever deal with the Li family again, I will not let you off. Let this matter end here. Chu Xiu, there's no need for you to pursue it further, all right? Everyone is dismissed. Chu Xiu looked at his father with cold, unreadable eyes. In that moment, he understood, within his father's heart, stood above all, while justice and blood ties came only after. Outside, Chieftain Ma asked anxiously, Young Master Chu, did you severely punish that mother and son? Chu Xiu replied with a single, indifferent word, No. Chieftain Ma frowned. Your father just ignores something like this? What is he even thinking? Chu Xiu answered thoughtfully, Whatever he thinks, this matter is far from over. Prepare the men. I'm going after Li Zhao. This time, we handle it ourselves. I will force the Chu family's hand and make them see clearly who is the most suitable heir. A cold ambition flickered unmistakably within his eyes. Hearing this, Chieftain Ma suggested, "Should we call Boss Han for help? I can send word." Chu Xiu smiled faintly. "No need, Li Zhao has reminded me of someone far more suitable, someone who can help me wipe out the Li family entirely." A quiet street corner, silent on the surface, but beneath it, a storm was already gathering. Chu Xiu had set his next target. Li Jing sat alone, sipping tea, resentment boiling within him. "I finally earned third young Master Li's favor, yet Chu Xiu destroyed everything." Suddenly, Chieftain Ma appeared behind him, draping an arm casually over his shoulder. "Li Jing, my young master invites you, keep your voice down, no shouting." Trembling, he replied, "All right." After bringing him to the door, Chieftain Ma called inside, "Young master, the man has been brought." Upon seeing Chu Xiu calmly drinking tea, Li Jing's eyes widened in shock. "Chu Xiu, it's actually you." Chu Xiu gestured for him to sit, then asked directly, "Do you hate me right now?" Li Jing trembled as he stared at him, confusion swirling in his mind. What is he planning? Surely he wouldn't go so far as to kill me. Seeing through his ambition, Chu Xiu laid out his bait. "I can tell, you are not someone content with an ordinary life. This is the Chu family's secret technique, barbarian bullmight. It excels at tempering muscles, bones, qi, and blood, allowing entry into the martial Tao. 10 portions of Buki powder. With your allowance in the Li family, you could only afford 1 per year. 3 blood condensation pills, treasures you couldn't obtain even with money." Li Jing froze, staring at the items for a long moment. "Young master, what is the meaning of this?" Chu Xiu stated his condition plainly. "I want Li Zhao's route for his next business trip, along with the strength of his escort, the more detailed, the better. You must inform me one day before he departs." Cold sweat formed on Li Jing's back as he hesitated, torn between loyalty and the overwhelming temptation before him. Seeing this, Chu Xiu slammed his blade onto the table with a sharp clang as a warning. "No hesitation, there is only one chance, and only one choice for you." Li Jing left clutching the pills and manual, his body trembling, not from fear, but from the greed that had already taken hold. Chieftain Ma asked curiously, "Young Master Chu, how can you be sure he'll comply? What if he reports this to the Li family?" Chu Xiu smiled coldly. "Human ambition is a terrifying force. Li Jing is not the type to live under another's shadow. I merely gave him a reason to betray the Li family." Chieftain Ma laughed. "The human heart truly is complicated. Back when I was just a cowherd, my greatest wish was simply to eat beef. Who would have thought those soldiers would kill my ox, forcing me into the wilderness and turning me into a bandit?" The blazing sun cast its light upon the grand gates of the Li family, where schemes and calculations were about to collide. "Third brother, I heard you clashed with Chu Xiu? And you lost?" "Yes, that Chu Xiu is strange. He's only at the peak of body tempering, yet his strength is terrifying. His blade technique is bizarre, fierce and ruthless, and I have the feeling he hasn't even used his full strength." Seeing his son's unease, the Li family head instructed, "When you head to the state of Yen tomorrow, have Uncle Zhong accompany you. He is nearing great completion in the blood condensation realm. It will be safer." "That won't be necessary, right? Shangman Mountain has rules now. Why would we need Uncle Zhong? Listen to me, better safe than sorry." The next day, the Li family's convoy slowly entered a desolate forest path beneath towering ancient trees. Head Steward Li Zhong reassured confidently, "Rest easy, third young master. With me here, nothing will happen." Hearing this, young Master Li relaxed slightly. "Many thanks, Uncle Zhong." Chu Xiu blocked the convoy's path, his tone filled with mockery. "Third young Master Li, do you intend to leave after taking what belongs to me?" Seeing him, Li Zhao exclaimed in shock. "Chu Xiu," but upon noticing Chu Xiu had only a few men, he quickly regained his composure. Li Zhao sneered, invoking Chu Xiu's father. "Chu Xiu, Chu Zongguang has already declared this matter settled and warned you not to stir trouble, yet here you are you asking for death?" Killing intent burned in Chu Xiu's eyes as he drew his blade and charged forward. "Chu Zongguang may have let it go, but I will not." Seeing this, Li Jiao shouted and gave the order, resorting to force. You're courting death? Do you think I fear you? Everyone attack! A brutal melee erupted within the forest, filled with deafening shouts. Kill! Wipe out these fools who don't know the immensity of heaven and earth. Chieftain Ma led the bandits forward, rallying them. Brothers, we've been living off young Master Chu for long enough, time to repay him, show him how cleanly we can kill. Chu Xiu descended like a phantom from the heavens, his blade light cutting down toward Li Jiao like a final judgment. Leave your lives behind. Steward Li Zhong immediately stepped forward, raising his weapon to block as he faced Chu Xiu head-on. Your opponent is me.